Hello, everyone. It's great to have you with us and an opportunity to share with you some of our updated COVID-19 protocols. My name is Mike Rubin. I'm the principal at Uxbridge High School, and I'm just coordinating this video being shared with you regarding testing updates and opportunities for families given the state's new guidance from the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, the governor, and DPH over these last few days. You'll be hearing from our high school nurse, Ms. Tara Schiller, and our Taft Early Learning Center and district lead nurse, Rebecca Padula, with respect to all of these different guidelines, with the hope that this video, these slides, will help explain things better for everyone as the state has shifted some of its guidance for all of us. We understand this has been extremely confusing, trying, and challenging for everyone. We're just grateful that we have great families in partnership with us, and most importantly, the hard work of these two nurses who have just done yeoman's work over these last couple of years to keep everything on track and being in communication with all of you. It goes without saying that if you have questions after this, we're all available. Me, the other two principals, Ms. DeMarco and Ms. Belleville, as well as the nurses, to answer any questions you may have. So just to set the stage for Ms. Padula and Ms. Schiller, the state updated prior quarantine guidelines and school responses this week, where they would provide an at-home antigen test for every student every week. They'd be distributed every other week with 2 tests to any student who requests them or family that requests them. We needed to give an immediate response, which is why you're getting this video today, just a couple of days after the state provided its guidance. We are continuing pool testing at this time. It's something that will be reevaluated as we consider the data, the metrics, and its feasibility in identifying supports for our schools. And it also discontinues the prior practices of test and stay and contact tracing. And those are probably 2 of the bigger elements to the new guidance. Our timeline, and then I'm going to turn this over to Ms. Padula, is that we are going to be sending home a survey on the 21st. Parents will have a couple of days, families, guardians, parents will have a couple of days to opt in to at-home testing. If you have multiple students in multiple schools or multiple students in one school, we ask that the form get filled out multiple times. If you have 5 kids and they go to 5 different classrooms, 5 different schools, fill the form out 5 times. Next week, January 28th to 29th, we expect to have instructions to be sent both in Word and video form from the state on how to administer these tests at home and how to report a positive case to the school if one is uncovered at home. And then we hope to start distributing tests the last week of the month, first week of February. And with that, I'm going to turn things over to Ms. Padula, who will give you the next part of our explanation here. Ms. Padula, you are up.
Thank you, Mr. Rubin. Hi, everyone. I'm just going to go through the first steps with you. Parents and guardians are requested to fill out the survey. The link will be emailed to the home email addresses. We ask that the surveys are filled out by 6 p.m. on Monday, next Monday, the 24th. We need to get all the information into the state so we can have the tests in on time. Survey data will determine the number of initial tests to order for the district. If parents and guardians do not opt in at this time, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can always opt in later in the school year. It's always open until April 22nd, I believe. The district will not assume parents do or do not want the test, so you definitely have to opt in if you do want them. Opportunities for parents and students. The at-home test will be distributed to the family who opts in beginning, in all likelihood, the week of January 31st. So you have to expect to get them within that week, January 31st till February 4th. The parents will be able to test at home. If you decide to stay in the pool testing, you'll be able to test on Tuesdays here, and then you could do your home test on Fridays at home. And then if your child does test positive, we do ask that you report it to the school nurses. we keep that data and send it to the Department of Education. It does not go to Department of Public Health.
And on to Ms. Schiller. How is this all going to happen?
So the tests will be distributed every other week to the students. Students will bring home 2 tests in one package. If a student is symptomatic, we ask parents to test at home and then notify us of any positive result. It is strongly recommended that students test weekly, even if asymptomatic. And like Mrs. Padula said, if we're doing the pool testing, the rapid testing should be done sort of at the end of the week, Thursday or Friday. If a student is ill in any way, they should definitely stay home. So some guidance for isolation. We've started the new guidance for isolation a few weeks ago. Isolation starts on day 0, the day that symptoms start. For example, if Johnny tests positive on Wednesday, his symptoms started on Tuesday. When can Johnny return to school? Johnny can return to school on Monday if masked at all times while indoors, symptoms have improved and no fever without the use of fever-reducing medication.
And I think both of you would agree, Johnny shouldn't be coughing either.
Yes.
We have another scenario here, just, if a student is not feeling well on Monday, better on Tuesday, and if the student were to come to school on Wednesday and still has a fever and sees the nurse, even though the student has been in school, we would send the student home, would go into the isolation for the 5 days. It would defer back to the day symptoms started. Again, that would have been Monday, and can return to school the following Monday, again, if symptoms have improved, no fever continues, and not coughing. Both of us, all of us here, Ms. Belleville, Ms. DeMarco, me, our nursing staff, our assistant principals are all like well versed in all of this. So if you have questions about when a test might have popped as positive and when something might be, the symptoms might have started, we can get you answers. If we don't know the answers, then the nurses absolutely do. And you can always reach out to your primary care physicians as well. And we always recommend making sure pediatricians are aware. The rest of this slideshow, which is being emailed home, have a bunch of FAQs. We're not going to read through all of them, just to help color some of the reasoning around these guidance, the newest guidance. The most important thing for families to remember is to check their email, and if they're opting in to this protocol, that they do so by Monday, January 24th. And again, we'll get that link out as soon as possible. And again, there are a lot of different questions. We didn't want to give every FAQ that could have possibly been out there, because we know there are many. And I don't know if Ms. Padula or Ms. Schiller have anything else they want to add to this conversation, or if we are going to sign off.
I would just say thank you to all the families for following protocol and helping us keep our students safe.
Yep, I agree. Thank you.
Again, if you have a situation where family members are positive, if you need support, if you have questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, be on the lookout for the email. Take a look at these slides and some of the other information that we're sending out, and we will be happy to help families however we can. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Take care of yourselves and be safe.